What's good, people? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. I just did a video talking about Dave Allen versus Lucas Brown. Good video. I thought it was a good video anyway. I spoke about everything. Just about to put it up. Just about to do it. Didn't press record. Ooh, painful. Didn't press record. Not gonna be able to do it again. It's one of those things. I can't do it again because I'm going to try and think about everything I just said in the video I didn't press record doing. So I'm going to have to leave it now for about 5 or 6 days, which is just... oh. Anyway, let's talk about Daniel Dubois and Anthony Yarde. Both of those guys just fought at Royal Albert Hall. Both got wins. Both got good stoppage wins. Let's talk about Daniel Dubois first. Looked good. Looked strong. I think looked a bit lighter on his feet. I don't know why I'm doing that, but looked a bit lighter on his feet. Good movement, decent performance, right? I mean, you can't do anything better than that. I'm trying to think what else he could do. Not much. Good use of his jab. When he needed to kind of land those power shots, he did. Looked strong, looked devastating. When you consider that Nathan Gorman went the distance, I know Nathan Gorman's not considered a puncher, but regardless, Nathan Gorman went the distance with this guy. Don't know how long ago, recently, and Daniel Dubois just smashes him out there in 2 rounds. It's put a marker down. I mean, he's only 21. We might have something here. He's only 21. He's gonna learn. Frank has to take his time with him. I mean, I know they're talking about the Gorman fight eventually by the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. I know I did a video on it the other day, but when Frank spoke to Boxing Social and IFL TV, he seemed to almost want to backtrack on it. He says, "Oh, mate, got to build it up. I want it to be a big venue." I think he's going to backtrack, and I don't think he's going to do that fight. Why would you? You've got 2 very hot prospects. Let them go. So, yeah, good performance. With regards to his opponent, and I'm not going to take anything away from Daniel Dubois' result here, but once you have a loser's mentality, it's very difficult. I've spoken to fighters that have got into that kind of, losing 3 or 4 on the bounce, and you just become a loser. And I don't mean to be, disrespectful or discredit him, but you are. You go into the fight knowing you're going to lose, right? You knowing you're going to lose, and that's just the state of him at the moment. This is a guy that went points with Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker, like Daniel Dubois, is fast and explosive. Went points with him. I think he went, what did he go with Luis Ortiz? He went a few rounds with Luis Ortiz. And now all of a sudden you're getting blasted out by Daniel Dubois. Yeah, you've just got a loser's mentality. And again, this isn't a discredit to either guy. But once you have that, I think you just walk into the ring knowing you're going to lose. And I think once you've got that, then it's done, isn't it? It's done. So again, good performance from Daniel Dubois, but let's not get too excited based on the fact that this guy he's fought does lose now. That's just the thing. He does lose. He's not, I don't want to give him the tag as a journeyman, but he's a guy that will fight now all the upcoming guys and he will lose to every single one of them. That's just how it is, right? And it's a shame because he once was a decent fighter. Not anymore. But it'll be interesting to see what Frank does next with Daniel Dubois. What we in March. It'll be good to see him come out again May. I'm not quite sure what show he's got coming up, but if he can get on the undercard of Josh Warrington versus Kid Galahad against, again, another name stepping up again would be good, but no rush. Please, Frank, do not rush him. Keep him busy in terms of how many fights he has. To be fair, if he's knocking guys out like this, he should have another 5 or 6 fights this year. But don't try and, I don't know, put him in against someone in the top 20. He's not there yet. I know he's won a WBO European title or something, so that puts him in the WBO rankings, but let's just take it easy with him because there's a lot to learn. But one thing we know he's clearly got is superpower. He's got superpower. And again, he looked lighter on his feet today. I haven't checked what he weighed. But he might be a bit lighter, and that could be a good thing going forward. So look, good win for Daniel Dubois nonetheless. Anthony Yarde, the Enigma, I called him the Enigma. I done a video on him the other day calling him the Enigma. Finally fought a guy that tried to fight back, right? The guy tried to fight back, which was somewhat entertaining. But at the end of the day, the guy looked overmatched. He's 38. And again, did he really come to win? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I know he came to win in the sense that if he landed one clean, he's going to win. But did he really come to win? I'm not sure. He came for a paycheck. He got that. Hopefully he's okay and all his faculties are in place, and I'm sure he's going to go back to the US and have a couple more fights before he calls it quits. For Anthony Yarde, and I tweeted this straight after the fight, I still don't know. I still don't know. I mean, Hatman, I think, mentioned something in a video saying, wake me up when we get there. And I'm kind of getting to that stage as well now. And I guess I'm not going to know until we fight someone that I know, that we know, that everyone knows. We're just not going to know, right? So we're judging him unfairly or fairly on these opponents that we don't know. I mean, Anthony Yarde and his trainer might break down these opponents and say they fought that person in 2017, they've never been stopped. They can do all these things that they do. And they've started to do it quite a lot, especially Frank as well. But us boxing fans, we do know a bit. I know they criticize us, oh, you've never fought before. We know our shit. And these opponents, we just don't know. We just don't know because we don't know who they are. If this is a prelude to Sergey Kovalev, then we have a problem. We have a problem. You can't go from that to that. You've got to go in the middle. And until we fight someone in the middle, even if you fight someone like Burton, I just need to know, right? I just need to know. And right now, I don't know. And like Hatman says, I'm getting to that stage of wake me up when we do get there. Wake me up when we fight someone recognized in the top 30. And then I can say, you know what? He's got something. Right now, it's almost like someone telling me this guy is going to be a superstar in the Premier League and he's kicking it about in League Two. I mean, how do we know, right? How do we know? How many times have we seen players look so good, even in the Championship? And this is a football reference for everyone else that doesn't understand what I'm saying. Even in the Championship and go out to Premier League and look shocking. We just don't know, right? I don't know. So I do give plaudits to Anthony Yarde for getting the stoppage victory. But again, the criticism is going to come because of the level of opponent. And not Tunde, Frank, or Anthony are going to convince me that opponent was someone, because he wasn't. So look, in the end, good results for both. For Daniel, fantastic result. Move on. Fingers crossed he fights in May. For Anthony, we don't want Kovalev. We're not asking for Kovalev. And that's the name we're hearing right now because of the WBO mandatory requirements. I'm just asking for someone. For someone. Let me judge you on someone. Right now, there's still this massive question marks or asterisks. Is that an asterisk? Against Anthony Yarde's name because we don't know. And that's going to be my theme going forward. So Hatman's is wake me up when we get there. Mine is we don't know. We don't know. We won't know until we know. Peace.